involved in it, it looks pretty simple. It is very simple. There are a few things that are involved in that. One is rehearsal. You know, as human beings, we're very easily trained. Do something 3 times, and we expect it to happen again. And there's that involved. There's fractionation. Eyes shut, eyes open, eyes shut, eyes open, each time going deeper. There's fractionation, and there's pattern interrupt. So it's all of those things going on in that one simple technique. Stand up there and I'll show you what I mean. Okay. So I use this, I have to tell you, it's called Jacquin Power Lift because it's my sort of creation. I use it every first therapy session because I use parts negotiation. So I want my client to be in a situation where I can get some signals. And if they're sitting in a chair, normally my chair's got arms on, they're sitting in the chair relaxed with their hands here, it's easy to start to get some communication going. So it leaves them in a strange position anyway, which they're not normally going to sit like that for an hour, and it gives me an opportunity to get some unconscious negotiation going on. So this is how it works. First I ask, you can all learn this, right? You're going to learn it, it's in my book, you're all going to have my book, so it's in there, you'll see it demonstrated now. I ask permission to hypnotise, I always do. Are you ready to be hypnotised? Yeah, you're going to love it. Right, so I ask permission, then I tell them what I'm going to do. In a moment, I'm going to reach over and pick this hand up. Is that all right? As I pick your hand up to here, and I demonstrate on myself. As I pick your hand up to here, I want you just to allow your eyes to close. I push your hand down, your eyes will open. Now notice the subtle change in my language there. As I pick your hand up, you can allow your eyes to close. Permissive. I push your hand down, your eyes will open. Now it's authoritarian. I pick your hand up, your eyes will close. Push your hand down, your eyes will open. That's all I'm going to do. Is that all right? I've lied. Because that's not all I'm going to do. So this is how it works. So can I borrow that arm? Yeah. Which is another strange thing to say. Can I borrow your arm? I had a lady once said, yes, as long as you bring it back later. Can I borrow your bike? Can I borrow your arm? Which means for the next few minutes, it's my arm. You've lent it to me. Now it belongs to me, right? Can I borrow your arm? Okay, so as I pull your hand up, man, just allow your eyes to close. As I push your hand down, allow your eyes to open and relax even more. As that hand goes back up, allow your eyes to close. As I push your hand down, allow your eyes to open and relax even more. As that hand goes back up, your eyes will close. Now feel your wrist stiffening. Feel the elbow joint locking. Feel the forearm muscle tightening. Feel the bicep tightening into your shoulder. Feel the arm going completely rigid as it just hangs there. And every word I say now, every breath you take is going to take you deeper and deeper into the most profound, wonderful state of trance. And you may wonder whether you've drifted deeply into that trance. But I'd like you to try and straighten that arm and find you cannot. Try as hard as you can, find it locks even tighter. You can open your eyes, look at that hand, try and move it, find it moves, sticks even tighter now. Look at me, you're in a trance, not in a trance? Now something strange is going to happen. As you look at me, the other hand's going to start to lift all by itself. And that, feel it now, feel it being pulled up, that's going to start to seem incredibly funny to you. Feel that force putting that hand up now, higher and higher. That's going to seem funnier and funnier. It's going to seem like the fun. Look at that hand. It's going to be like the funniest thing you've ever seen, being pulled towards the ceiling. You're going to start laughing outrageously now. You're going to start cackling like an old lady. You're going to laugh louder and louder. The harder that hand goes, the funnier it's going to seem. You're going to start cackling like an old lady now. That's incredibly funny. But as that hand lifts, and as you feel that thing of laughter, you may begin to think about other things you'd like to change in your life. And you're going to feel better about, you're going to feel differently about. I'm going to click my fingers, your hands will drift back down. When they drift back down, your eyes will close for a split second. When they open, you'll have a new understanding about your worth, your value, just how fabulous you are. And a new understanding about the power of the mind. And you will know how to do the Jacquin Power Lift. Get ready. So right hand's drifting down. Right, that one can drift down by itself. Only as quickly as you're ready to make those changes. And you are going to feel incredible. Every limitation, every doubt gone from your mind. Feeling well-being. Excellent. Right, so, although it is a simple technique, there's lots of stuff going on. Right, you've built up a bit of expectation. Can I borrow that arm? I'm going to show you what I'm going to do, then I'm going to do it. Okay? You've lied, which for me is fairly easy. Been doing it all my life. That's all I'm going to do. Is that all right? You've lied. Because what you're going to do, in your client's mind, the hand goes up, their hand goes down. The hand goes up, their hand goes down. The hand goes up. Now, everything in their mind is saying, my hand's going to go back down again, yeah? Because now I've trained them. But instead of it going back down, you change your tone. You know, and I was saying yesterday, sometimes for the fun of it, I go into like London gangster mode. Feel that wrist stiffening. Feel that elbow locking. Muscles tightening. Try and straighten it, find you cannot. Now you can go into whatever you want. All of a sudden they go, I can't move. You know, it's as quick as that, okay? Because it's a pattern interrupt. Up, down, up. Change the pattern. The mind goes into confusion and instantly into hypnosis. And we were saying this, I was saying to David earlier about a pattern interrupt. It doesn't have to be a physical pattern interrupt. It can be a verbal pattern interrupt, a verbal confusion induction. You love going into trance, don't you? Okay. Let me show you. Now, this is very simple. Anything that takes your mind off for a second, where you can't think for the next moment. As Julian was saying, the human being does not like a vacuum. Your brain, your mind does not like a vacuum. And so anything that fills it, it'll accept and it'll do because it's easy. So I'm going to show you this verbal confusion technique. Yeah, you ready? Yeah. Okay, can I borrow this arm? Okay, look at me. Right. In a trance, not in a trance. What is it you're not thinking about? You don't know you know. Sleep. Go deeper down now. That's right, nothing bothers or affects you, nothing disturbs you. Right. I'll click my fingers, you'll come back up being absolutely brilliant, okay? Right, so the moment I say, and you can all try this because it's great fun. Can you hypnotise me? Of course I can. Can I borrow that arm? In a trance? Not in a trance? Don't think I am. What is it you're not thinking about that you don't know you know? Eh? Too late. The moment you see their eyes go, what? Trying to figure out what you just said, they're going to accept anything because it's much easier to go, okay, I'll go to sleep. I don't want to think about it. So any pattern interrupt. So in this technique, the pattern interrupt, feel that wrist stiffening. You just change your tone slightly. Feel your wrist stiffening, feel the arm locking, muscles tightening. As you go deeper down now. And then I'll sit back in my chair and I'll probably do a more progressive induction and then get into the therapy.